let's talk about fashion trends for 2025. This is just things I think might be big this year. Doesn't mean that you have to wear what's trendy, wear whatever you want. This is just for fun and inspiration, no rules, so let's get into it. I have my list on my phone and let's start small with patterns, and the first thing that I have is polka dots. I have already noticed some people wearing it, but I think it's gonna get even bigger of a trend, especially for spring and summer. But something I really like and what I'm planning to do is mixing different polka dots, like contrasting colors and polka dots with different sizes, but also polka dots with other patterns. And speaking of polka dots, I'm thinking about animal print dots like deer and Dalmatian. Last fall, cowhide had a moment and I like that it was a little bit different from the leopard print, maybe because it had like texture. So this year I'm thinking maybe animal print but with texture. Moving from patterns, let's talk about colors. We are heading towards spring and that obviously means pastel colors, the classic ones, pink, yellow and blue. And we have recently loving red tights for winter, so I think we are gonna transition to blue and pink tights for spring, styling that with maybe gray or brown colors. But also like white laced tights, I think that's a thing for spring. Lace in general, it has been trending, so I think it's just gonna continue in spring. Okay, so next up, rounded colors I think are gonna be a big thing this year on everything: blouses, jackets and coats. Speaking of jackets and coats, A-line is starting to get some attention. Right now it's more of the baggier 50s swing coat style, but I think in winter, we are gonna shift towards more fitted kind of style. And this kind of style of a coat also makes sense with the rounded collar. And the penny lane coat started being a little bit more trendy lately with those fur details, but we are gonna want something different. So I'm thinking like A-line coats with fur collars and cuffs. I feel like I have so much to talk about coats, maybe because I think they are a little bit boring and I just want to do something interesting with them. Anyways, we have recently styling our sweaters by just fastening one button so it flares out, letting the top underneath peek through. I think it's such a fun way to do the same thing to your coat so you can see your outfit underneath. My camera got overheated, so I needed to wait, and now I need to drink water. So it's something about that showing off your outfit underneath that I think we are gonna do a little bit more of. But I'm gonna save this for my winter predictions, otherwise I'm gonna talk too much about coats and winter trends. This one I feel like it's kind of obvious because I have been hearing a lot of people talk about it, but I'm gonna say it anyways, and it's bootcut jeans. Baggy jeans have been trending. We are not really ready for skinny jeans yet, so bootcut jeans. So going over to dresses, I think we are gonna see a lot of dresses in the same style as the coat, this A-line swing coats. This one I'm really excited for. I have been looking for a dress like that since last summer, and I think it's nice that it's so flowy, perfect for summer. So I have mentioned lace, and along with that, sheer fabric have been trending, and I think it's just gonna stick around. But I think maybe for New Year's Eve we are gonna start seeing chainmail. It's almost like sheer fabric but metal, so I think it's gonna give a little bit more edgy style. It might even start being a thing this spring. I know I'm on the lookout for a bag like that, in that kind of style, so... And on the topic of bags, I think we are gonna start seeing a little bit more of baguette bags, baguette bags. I think you pronounce it like that, but I'm not gonna look it up. Here is the word. We have been carrying some big bags this winter, so I think it's kind of natural that we are gonna gravitate to something different and smaller for spring and summer. Let's talk about shoes before I move on to accessories. In 2024, we have been moving away from sneakers, wearing ballet flats and loafers, but Samba still had a big chokehold on everyone, so the sneaker was still very much there. But so this year I feel like we are gonna keep the same vibe, but with a little bit of a twist, more something like Mary Jane's, maybe ballet flats that you can tie up. I heard someone mention gladiator. I heard someone pronounce, yeah. That's what I need to do, pronounce gladiator. I don't think we are ready for those yet, but maybe those ballet flats with ties are leaning towards that style, that direction a little bit maybe. I could talk so much about accessories, but I'm gonna keep it simple and not dive into all the ways that you could accessorize your outfits. In one word, if I would describe the accessories of 2025, I would say statement pieces. Starting off with buttons, big buttons, creative placements of buttons, and different kind of buttons. I really like the one with buttons on the sleeve. It's so cute and so easy to recreate on your own. Next up, I think beads are starting to be trendy. I'm talking about large colored beads like the ones I'm wearing, for example, but also pearls, especially for summer. But it's rather gonna be big chunky pearls or layered pearl necklaces. And for other jewelry, I think overall vintage style. So I think it's less focused on the metal and more on mixing it with some other colored material. So it includes plastic jewelry as well. Those plastic bangles became trendy last summer, so I think more of this kind of style. So reading glasses have been trending, and it went from those small skinny ones to some bigger ones recently, and I think we are gonna keep that style but go for sunglasses, especially because summer is on its way, so it's more like those big 70s sunglasses. So that's everything I have right now. Those are my fashion predictions for 2025. Let me know what you think.